Hi everybody, this is John from USA London. Welcome back and thanks for watching. If it's your first time on my channel, as always, welcome. Today I have another video for you guys. Today's video is how to fill up form I-864W. If you want to know something about that, just stay tuned and I'll be right back.
USA Monde.
Okay guys, like I said in last week video, I'm going to show you how to fill up the form I-864W, which is a request for exemption for intended immigrant affidavit of support. Okay, I know a lot of people have problem to fill up this form, and excuse me, like I said last week, I did a video about this, but I didn't go in depth. I just it wasn't a good video, so a lot of people were pissed about that video, so I decided to make another video. Hopefully you guys gonna like this one. So so I-864 is exemption. Basically I-864W is exemption form, meaning that you when you fill up this form, you don't have to fill up the regular I-864 or I-864 easy form for your affidavit of support. Okay, so to fill up this form, we're going to start with part 1, which is information about you or your adopt child. Okay, so when they say information about you, it's about you, the intended immigrant. Maybe the person who trying to adjust your status and you need affidavit of support, or you the person who is a widow who trying to adjust your status, or who is abused spouse who trying to adjust your status, or who is a kid under age of 18 who trying to come to United States of America as an intended immigrant. Okay, that's you. This part is about you, so you are the requester basically. Okay, so this information over here, all these boxes gonna be about you. You're gonna provide all your information over here. So if you are a child who is under age of 18, then hopefully your parents are the one who gonna fill up this form for you. But if you are the parent who's filling up this form for a child who will come to United States of America and become an American citizen immediately once he or she comes to United States of America, then you're going to provide information about your kid over here. Okay, now the first one, 1A, is going to be family name, which is last name. Okay, you provide the last name, and then 1B is going to be your first name, and then 1C middle name. Okay, like I say, it's not just a child, it can be you, the person who is adjusting your status. Okay, then you're gonna provide your name over here, your last name, your first name, and your middle name. And then from there we're gonna move to mailing address. Mailing address, basically the address on which you receive your mails. Okay, then you put your name over here in case you live with somebody and whose name is is associated with the mailing box. Then you put that person's name and then your name, and then provide the street name, the apartment, if there is apartment or street or floor, you check the appropriate box right here, and then the city over here on 2D, you put the city or town. On 2E, the state, and the zip code over here on 2F, and then the province, but if there is a province in your address, but over here most of the time United States of America we don't have that. The postal code, most of the time we don't have it. And then the country, so the country is the United States of America, if it is if that's where you receive your mail. Okay, and then from here we're gonna move to physical address. The physical address basically where you live. Okay, where you live, your physical address can be different than your mailing address. Reason why they have two different addresses over here. So your physical address, the same thing, you provide the street name, the street number and name, the apartment, you check the appropriate box, the city or town, the state, zip code, province, postal code if there is one, and then the country. And then from here we're going to move to other information. So this other information is going to be about you again. So if you are a child, even if you are adopted or you are filling this form for an adopted child, you're still going to provide the information about that adopted child. It doesn't have to be your biological kids, okay? So over here, other information, that's where you provide the date of birth of that intended immigrant, the person who is coming to United States of America and will become a U.S. citizen automatically, or the person who is adjusting his or her status here in United States of America, okay, to become a permanent resident, basically. Then you provide the date of birth, the city or town of birth, okay, and then the state or province of birth, if applicable, this the country of birth, okay. Excuse me, the country of birth. And then if the person has an alien number, then you provide the alien number over here. If the person, if there is there is an account on USCIS online account number for that person, you provide the account number. The account number is basically an account you create on USCIS that will allow you to get an update about your case, okay. And then 11 excuse me, your social security number. If the person has a social security number, you put it right here. And then from there we're going to move to part 2, okay. Now part 2 is about the reason for exemption, okay. Why you don't have to fill out form I-864 or form I-864 easy itself. Then you have to provide the reason. So you have 4 options here. So if you are somebody who can prove that you have 40 quarters, or you are accredited for 40 quarters, which is equivalent to 10 years of work here in the United States of America, then you're going to choose this one, okay. So you can get that credit through your parent as well if you are, I think if you are under age of 18, and you can get that credit through your, yeah, you can get that credit after you turn 18, I believe. I explained that in the instruction last week. So if you can prove that, then you check this one, which is 1A, okay. If you are a child who is under 18 of age, unmarried, and immigrant to United States of America. So basically 1B is about a child who is under age of 18, who is unmarried, will immigrate into United States of America and become a U.S. citizen automatically, and meaning that one of the child parent is U.S. citizen. Then you have to check 1B, okay. And then 1C is about self-petition widow, basically somebody whose husband or wife died and then have to petition for him or herself. So that person doesn't need a sponsor, so it can use that form I-864W to be exempted to fill up the affidavit of support form itself. So that person will choose 1C. And then 1D is about an abused spouse. So if you are somebody who been abused by your spouse, then you can use the form I-864W to be exempt for the affidavit of support, okay. That's what 1D is about. And then from here we're going to move to part 3. So part 3 is a request or intended immigrant contact and statement and contact information, declaration, certification, and signature. So that's where the intended immigrant, the person who is exempt from affidavit of support, gonna put those information here. The first one, a request or statement, is a statement. If the person can read and understand English, then you have to check this one. But if you are filling up this form for your child, meaning that you can understand and read English, you're still gonna check this one right here. And then 1B, in case you use the interpreter to help you with this form, then you're gonna choose 1B, okay. And then this is what the language, let's say it's French, you only speak French, that person have to interpret the document in French for you, so you put French over here. And then on 2, if you use a preparer, then you're gonna put a preparer name over here, okay. that preparer name over here. Say at my request the preparer name in part 5. We're gonna get to part 5 very soon. Then you put a name. Prepare this document for me based only upon information I provided. And then there's 2. I think we're gonna move to 3. Okay, 3 is requester's contact information. You're gonna provide the intending immigrant who is the requester. You're gonna provide that person daytime telephone number. If the person has a cell phone, you provide the number. If the person has an email address, you provide an email address over there as well. And then from here we're going to move to the request of declaration and certification. Basically you kind of read through this. So it's like all the copy of all the document you provide, kind of the exact copy of the original document you have available. Then you're gonna read through that, and also it's something like if USCIS or the Department of State need additional document, they have the right, they can get those you kind of give them authorization to get those documents as well. So to see if you are eligible, because they have to see those documents before they let you use this form as kind of like a waiver or exemption form basically. So you give them authorization to verify any document or to get any document that will help them to determine your eligibility. Okay, that's what it's about. You just read through this, and over here also, like I certify under penalty, so you know that if you provide false information, you can be punished by the law, stuff like that. And also over here you say that you authorize Social Security Administration to release information about you and its record to USCIS. So you also given the authorization to Social Security Administration to give any information USCIS or Department of State will need, in order to be eligible to use this form. And then from here, this is where the requester gonna put let me see here if hopefully I don't miss anything. Yeah, on 6A, the requester signature. So the requester signature is gonna be the signature for you, the person who is who is exempt for affidavit of support on I-864. So if you are a child and you are under age of 14, then your parent gonna sign this form for you. You don't have to sign it, okay? But if you are older than that, you can sign it for yourself and then date it. And then from here we're gonna move to part 4. So part 4 is information about the interpreter. In case you use somebody to help you interpret the document in that language you speak, maybe French or German, then you're going to provide information about that interpreter, the last name of the interpreter, the first name of the interpreter. If the interpreter has a business or like an organization, you provide the name of the organization. You provide the mailing address of the interpreter over here from 3A to 3H. You provide the interpreter's mailing address. 4 is going to be contact information about the of the interpreter, the daytime telephone number, the cell phone number, email address of the interpreter if there is one. Okay, and then it's going to be the interpreter certification. So the interpreter have to certify that he's fluent in English in that language, which is if it's German or French, you're gonna put over here on certify, fill up this part right here, and then from there I think the interpreter have to sign. Let me see, interpreter signature. The interpreter signature is gotta be on 7A, and then the 7B is gonna be the date. Okay, and then on part 5 is gonna be information about the preparer. Okay, the preparer is basically the person who help you prepare this document, who help you fill up the form, this form I-864W. So if somebody help you, if there is an organization or just somebody, then you provide the information about that person over here. So if you help your, let's say you fill up this form for your child, I don't think it don't matter. You can put your name over here, or you can just leave it blank. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. But I think it's better to just put your name if you fill it up for your child or who is on the intended immigrant. Okay, just put it here. You put your the preparer over here is gonna be the preparer mailing address from 3H to 3H. And then the preparer contact information, phone number, cell phone number, and email. There is one. And then from there, if the preparer, the person who help you fill up the form, prepare this document, is an attorney or he's not an attorney, they're gonna check this box. But if the person is an attorney, the person gonna check this box over here. Okay. And then from there, the preparer certification, gonna certify and then read through this and everything's correct and he agrees. Then he or she agrees, then gonna sign. The preparer gonna sign over here and then date. But if you need additional space to provide more information, this is what part 6 is about. Okay, make sure you put the name, like if you're gonna provide family name, first name, last name or middle name, alien number, whatever. Make sure you provide the page number of that article, like the part of the form, the part number, the item number. Okay, because that way they will know exactly what part of the form you're trying to get additional, you're trying to give more information for. Okay, so basically that's how you fill up the form I-864W, and this form I-864W will expire March 31st 2020, so it's still a form you can use, still valid. Okay, it's not expired yet.
That's it for today's video. I hope you guys love it, learn something from it. If you know somebody who needs to watch this video, please share with that person. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more video like this one, all you gotta do is subscribe. Once again, my name is John. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.
USA Monde.